Hey, Cancer friends, are you ready for another busy month? August 2025 is going to be one of those months that really flies by. We have a lot of cosmic energy shifting, and I will put the important dates on the screen now. You might want to copy these down. In today's video, we're going to take a deep dive into your health, wealth, career, romance, and so much more. So let's do this. Really, Cancer, the second half of the year is shaped by Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto. And you may struggle to focus as we begin August thanks to this energy. Saturn also has lessons on patience in store for you as you try and find your way through this mental fog. But it will lift and clear before the end of the month, and that's a great time to begin a new long-term relationship. We also see better rapport for married, partnered, and committed Cancer natives at the end of the month as well. And that's why it's so important that you remain open this month to new experiences and new adventures. But let's do a deep dive now into your career. We begin with employed Cancer natives. There are some really difficult lessons around hard work and patience this month for you. You're ready to see some of the challenges at work change, and you're just done. You're done playing games. You're done being drawn into other people's drama, and you're just really ready to buckle down and get the job done. You didn't sign up for this, and you're really tired of other people's agenda getting in the way of work and just poisoning the environment. Cancer is a very dedicated and hardworking person, but being in a toxic environment can just really sap your strength and your mental energy. And to be quite honest, it's very unfair. You didn't sign up for this. You just want to get your job done and go home. A pleasant work environment would be a definite bonus, but at this point, just being left alone to do your job would be enough. But it's not always possible when you work with other people. And this is happening because some of the people involved in this drama are going through an inner awakening, and they're really pushing back on that by acting out. And as we know from past personal spiritual lessons, anytime we push back against or resist the lessons, things tend to go off the rails and become really bad really quickly. And this is drama that really no one needs, but there's not much we can do about it. It has to play out. So if possible, detach yourself from the situation. And in the end, all you can truly control, Cancer, is your reaction to the situation. So don't allow the actions of others to destroy your work goals or force you into leaving a good position, because you've been thinking about it. You've been considering that if it keeps on like this, that it might be time to just look for something else. And that's really unfortunate because you like your job, or you did before the environment turned poisonous. So it's really important you don't give them the power to push you out. So hang in there and be patient just a bit longer, and believe that karma will take care of the situation, because it will. And that too is part of this lesson. The truth cannot be hidden forever, and when it comes out, there will be some restructuring and layoffs as the energy shifts again around the last week of August. You're going to be more ambitious and motivated. Sincere supervisors and higher ups will notice your initiative and could assist you in moving up. And you need to get clear now, before this happens, what you want to happen. Do you want to transfer to another department? Do you want a promotion? Do you want to just work a different shift? What do you want to happen? Because when they take notice, that's your chance to ask for what you want. So don't waste this moment. This is a good time for self-promotion. And I know you're not really comfortable with that, but if you don't remind the higher ups of all you bring to the job, also be clear on all that you've done besides your job to really help this business flourish. Once you remind them of this, then get ready to ask for what you want. That's why it's important to know in advance. So start thinking about it now. Things will shift and change. It is going to take some time. We're going to see karma take care of those people. So just hang in there and don't let them destroy your peace of mind or this job. When we look at gig working, business owning, and self-employed Cancer natives, this month's success will come through self-discipline and hard work. And you're not afraid of that. It's just you have a lot of responsibilities and a lot going on. So it's important that you prioritize long-term goals over short-term sales, and then you're going to see your business really take off and grow. While it's true that what worked in the past in bringing in income isn't working now, you can still direct your efforts to reach new clients or customers with new avenues of marketing. And you're going to have to think outside the box and come up with some new ideas. And it's important that you don't fall down the rabbit hole of second guessing yourself or doubting yourself. Remember your past experience and success. You've had a lot of good jobs and you've learned a lot, and you're more than capable of making this work. So as you reflect on some of the lessons from past employment and some of the challenges that you've overcome, you will be more optimistic about these changes. Businesses evolve over time, and you're actually right where you should be. Don't give up, hang in there, and know that this too shall pass. As the month begins, I think the responsibilities that you're shouldering may double, and this could cause you to miss important deadlines. So it's important to set up checklists and also commit to set hours of work rather than overworking yourself. If not, you could end up overwhelmed, burnt out, and probably missing those important deadlines. And with so much work, it's easy to get distracted in doing something that's really insequential, especially when you do have important tax and insurance things to get out. You have deadlines to meet with, bids and things like that. So you really need to look at the bigger picture. There's going to be a lot of interruptions as you are busy. So stay focused and keep regular work hours. The last week of the month, you're focusing on catching up on projects that were delayed earlier, and you make great strides. By overcoming these obstacles, you're on the road to success. So it's slow and steady wins the race this month, Cancer. So that's a lot going on for your career sector, Cancer. Before we dive into your wealth, I want to introduce myself. My name is Sarah, and I am your mystical BFF. This video is based on Western astrology with intuitive insights and tips so that you can make the most of this ever-changing cosmic chaos. If you like this type of content, please subscribe and think about joining the community here. Also, I want to thank you for leaving a comment and liking this video. It really does help the algorithm do its thing, and more people at least get a chance to see the video. And if you would like to know more, you can email me. I'll put my address up on the screen now. I do offer personal readings, but I don't have a lot of spare time. These book up quickly, plus I do work full-time as a healer. And if you're thinking about a reading for 2026, the big overview, then you probably need to schedule it soon. So just email me and I'll send you the link to my calendar. Okay, without further ado, let's dive into your wealth sector. You may be earning more money this month, but you could be tempted to spend more as well. And we see you spending more also on personal items or necessities. Just because everything continues to rise in price, from insurance to groceries, you may find that your paycheck or your investment income isn't covering as much as it should. So take a look at your budget and cut what you can. Pay attention to reoccurring fees and subscriptions. What can you do to cut costs? And it's possible a reoccurring expense that you've canceled is still billing you, or you've been double billed for an item. So you really need to audit your statements and make sure that there aren't any mistakes. Overall, this is a month where we see more money come in, but it's very possible that more money will go out. So you just have to really watch your spending on extras. And we're not talking about you buying big ticket items or anything, but it's just that everything, as I said, is going up in price. It's easy to overspend. Also, this isn't a month to invest. Rather save money and work on paying off debts. It's not fun, it's not glamorous, but it is needed. This also isn't the time to sign any legal contracts involving money, so if you can, push that back. If you've already committed to something, such as you've been in the process of buying property, then go ahead, because it was started before Mercury went into retrograde. We see that there may be some conclusion or resolution around legal matters during this cycle as well. So late August, maybe you'll see a resolution to a legal issue involving money. It's also advised to put more money into your emergency funds. Having an emergency fund will help you sleep better at night, and having cash on hand may also help you feel more secure, Cancer. You probably don't think that you can build up a cash reserve of 6 months worth of expenses because it seems like just impossible. But don't discount your ability to save and manifest. You can start building up a reserve of 1 month at a time and then slowly adding to that. The main thing is to focus on the future because we know that this is the pattern now. Things are going to continue to rise, and it's going to take a while before wages catch up. So, with that in mind, what can you do to stretch your money the furthest? You'll be able to do this because you do have some extra income coming in as well. Looking at your health sector, headaches, backaches, and an upset stomach from stress are possible to continue this month. The pressure eases up by the end of the month, so do your best to rest and recharge as much as possible. If any medical issues happen, seek care immediately rather than waiting, and overall your health is stable this month. But balance is key. Refuse any additional opportunities or responsibilities until you feel better and you're back in balance. And it may be something small and insequential, but it's one more thing that's added to an already overflowing schedule. So it's really in your best interest to just rest this month. Looking at your spiritual sector. In March 2025, Neptune signed up to bring you spiritual lessons, and these continue this month. Cancer may struggle believing in themselves, and this struggle can place new obstacles in your life. To stay on the correct path, you need to believe that you're worthy of a better future, which you are. Of course you are. You deserve to be healthy. You deserve to be happy. You deserve to be loved, Cancer. And when you truly believe this, you will make better decisions. And I know it's one of those things, well, you can say that, but it's not changing. Well, the difference in just saying it and internalizing is when you just say it, it's just meaningless words that don't actually resonate with you. But when you internalize it, then it becomes a core belief and you do make better decisions on who you date, what job you take, how you spend your money. All of it is connected. So take time out each day to meditate or just sit in silence and ground. Continue to find ways to give back and be of service this month. Cancer is very empathetic and works to make the world a better place. They really want to do this, but you haven't set up a plan on how you're going to deliver your services or set any goals or boundaries around this. So you could possibly take on more responsibility for the right reasons, wanting to be of service, wanting to help others, but unfortunately, you don't have the time or the energy to follow through on it. But without those boundaries and without a clear idea on how much you can actually give, you're on the road to further burnout. So think about the overall situation and decide what you would like to do, and then balance that with what you can do now and in the future. You won't always feel like you do now. So this is just a momentary thing. But if you set up a plan and really think about how much you can realistically give, this may be volunteering 1 day a month, which doesn't seem like much. But if that's all you can give, then that's more than enough. 6 months from now, you may be volunteering 4 times a month. And that's great. But once again, you can't let it take over your life and burn you out because when you're overwhelmed, things aren't good. It's not good for you and it's not good for the people around you. So you really need to prioritize self-care this month to get back in balance. And spiritual goals are the next step for Cancer. You will find more fulfillment by tapping into this part of your life. So don't hesitate to commit to a more spiritual life and begin by making self-care a priority. Okay, looking at elder Cancer natives. The full moon shines a light on family and entertaining. You may get together with friends or visit family now. This could be an extended visit or a family vacation. And the love and support that you feel from your loved ones will further your good mood, and this will also help you restore your energy. And then before you know it, you're actually laughing and having fun again, Cancer. What a novel idea. And this shifts your perception about a lot of issues that are going on, and soon you're going to be more optimistic about the future. By the end of the month, you may have a new and exciting plan moving forward. And this could be a change of residence or other big life change. And now you're looking forward to it rather than dreading these changes. Overall, though, trust your intuition, relax, and just have fun this month, Cancer. Looking at Cancer students. Students may have an unrealistic idea about education, and this could cause disappointment. Focus on what you can control and work on doing your best. Creative outlets also help Cancer students express themselves now. Understanding that what we want to happen versus what's likely to happen is part of growing up. This is just a lesson in itself, Cancer. Soon you're going to meet new people that will reinforce your commitments and help you grow and move through this obstacle. Looking at your romantic sector, lots of good things happening for Cancer natives. Single people born under the sign of Cancer will be more outgoing and social this month. You'll want to have fun, and a new romance is possible. You're charming and popular now, and this attracts new people and admirers. This should be a great time for dating and socializing, so get out there and have some fun. And I really think you're going to enjoy this time and take advantage of the changing season and just spend time with people that matter. After the 22nd, it will be a good time to begin that new relationship. You'll have more clarity and a better understanding of what you want in a future partner. And you're looking for someone new who can commit and be a true partner now, and you're not going to settle for anything less. So there will be several people that you're going to be attracted to, but a couple of them are pretty much just replays of the last people that you've dated. Same ideas, same mindset, just a different face. So while you may go back and forth thinking you're judging these people too harshly, trust your intuition. But there is one new person in your life who is definitely more mature and has a different outlook on life and is more in line with what you are hoping to manifest in the future and more serious about life. And that will be your clue. And also, when in doubt, trust your intuition. For dating Cancer natives, resist the urge to rush your relationship. Instead, slow things down and get to know your crush better. You've noticed this person, you were infatuated with this person, you began dating, and now you're suddenly ready to take it to the next level. But has it been long enough? Probably not. Could it be that your imagination maybe ran away with you and you've already planned your wedding? Yeah, maybe slow down a little bit. The person that you're really basing this fantasy on may not be the person that you're dating. You need to take some time and really get to know them. I think things are going to work out, but I think you may have to drop some of these preconceived ideas. And if you do rush ahead and move in together or get married on a whim, then you could have a rocky road as you work through some of the get to know you stages of the relationship. It's in your best interest and their best interest to slow down and really let the relationship evolve in its own time. For married, committed, and partnered Cancer natives, we can see more peace and harmony at home in August. As you and your partner work through money issues together, things are evolving and you aren't at odds with each other over spending. Your life goals are transforming and evolving, and they should because the world is changing. Communication is key in building an action plan for a future you will both love. And this can feel a little bit uncomfortable having these deep discussions, but you really need to. You need to have a plan moving forward because what you saw yourself doing a year or two ago may not be practical moving forward. So you need to get on the same page with your partner and really talk about what you want for the future. Later in the month, an unexpected person from the past may show up, and this could cause some unease in the relationship. Make sure you keep your partner in the loop so they don't worry and also they don't hear secondhand gossip. It could be that this person has been reaching out to you for several weeks before they finally just show up somewhere to connect with you. While this can kind of feel troublesome because you didn't really want to see them, know that this is part of some much deserved closure. Just looking at them, just seeing them is enough to really reinforce the fact you do not want to re-engage with them. So this is actually a good thing. Accept the closure and move on from the what ifs around this person. Overall, partnered Cancers have a month about like last month, but there is some improvement with communication and talking things through. You're going to lift some of the uncertainty, and I think you're both going to be less irritable this month. So a much better time for you. Looking at your travel sector, Cancer is either planning a trip or traveling in August, and because of that, you're likely to purchase new clothes and other necessities for the trip. And you're likely to find this pretty enjoyable. But you could be spending more than you've budgeted, so you may need to cut your trip short or even postpone it. Trips are likely to be delayed in August because of Mercury retrograde, and we may see technology issues, transit breakdowns, strikes, bad weather, and other travel delays. So if you can push it back, I would advise that. If not, if you're already locked in, then just be mindful of these disturbances and keep a sense of humor. Most of the stuff is out of your control. I would suggest that you pack extra in your carry-on so that if you are delayed somewhere that you do have a change of clothes and your meds and supplements with you. And also several different ways to pay because you might end up in an area that only takes cash or only takes credit. So you need to definitely have the correct currency and a couple of options. Overall, the trip will be worth it, but it could still be uncomfortable and push you out of your comfort zone. It's a busy month for Cancer natives. We see a lot of self-discovery and a lot of personal healing going on as you commit to personal boundaries around work, spiritual matters, volunteering, spending, and more. So it's a lot happening for you. It's one of those months that's going to fly by and you're going to look back and go, where did the month go? What did I do? But by December, or even January of next year, you're going to see that this was a pivotal time of you setting up these boundaries and setting up a goal that will help you navigate the rest of this year and 2026. So don't shy away from that. Really talk things through with your partner. And if you're single, talk to your family and friends. Talk to mentors, teachers, and people that you respect and just get their opinions. It doesn't mean you have to follow their advice, but the more information that you have, the easier it will be to create a new plan moving forward. There's a lot of chaotic energy, and Cancer is definitely feeling it. And so your moods this month may swing rapidly from happy and ecstatic to blissful to angry and irritable and back again. So just keep that in mind and ensure that you don't take it out on loved ones and do all you can to take care of yourself. And that means extra sleep, less work, and clear boundaries. It's quite a month. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I appreciate you watching to the end. And if you like this type of content, let me know in the comments section below. I have several videos in the queue, several set on premiere, and also some surprises coming up this month. If you haven't, be sure and subscribe and hit that bell for notifications so you don't miss any of the new videos. I hope you have a great and prosperous month. Reiki blessings!